Yeah, that's my Crockpot Express in the background going shh, because I got a ham hock bean going on. The beans and rice keep me fat and fed. Well, what I want to do is I want to respond to this ignorant woman right here. He lied. Look, this is what TNT puts in that chat over there. You see Randy right there behind it. Okay, I'm just looking. Now look. A couple years ago, right around Christmas time, I was doing a live, and somebody in the chat said, because I didn't do lives all the time, I was working, and I didn't do lives all the time, and I had been doing lives more. And somebody said, Bryan, you've been doing lives a lot more lately. What's up with that? And I said, well, I got laid off. The company I was working for went out of business, and I have time. And somebody said, oh, you got laid off, and I think it was Cricket. And she goes, well, what's your PayPal? And I said, well, I'm good. I said, I got money put up. I said, I got a couple thousand put up for my kids for Christmas. A couple weeks, about 4 weeks from Christmas. And she goes, what's your PayPal? And I put my PayPal in. And I had maybe 400 or 500 people in my chat. So I went ahead and put the PayPal in because she asked for it twice. And I kept telling them I was okay. I kept telling the people in the PayPal that I was okay and all that, but they kept PayPaling me. And I didn't ask for it, but when somebody says, hey, put your PayPal in, why not? That's why we have them. But anyways, the community sent me $1,200, right? And I used that $1,200 to keep me up where I was making around $600 a week. And in 2 weeks, I found another job, right? And Rel showed that job. He showed, he put that job up and he showed it, and he's having people call there and everything. But I found a job at Italian Global Services, right? And I came back and told everybody, that I found that job after 2 weeks. I'm not going to sit around and be without work, But the company that I was working for at the time was Professional Maintenance of Dayton, and you can look and see that they went out of business in November of 2019. They went out of business, right? So I got the layoff paper because they were going out of business, and then I went to work for the competition. And so every bit of what I said was, yeah, I got laid off, but I already had a lead. I already had a lead with the competition. It just took them a couple of weeks to go through the background checks and stuff like that, and get me hired on. But the people that donated me money are still coming to my chats. They know that I didn't. It's not like I made a video that said, "Oh my God, I lost my job. I need the community's help." No, I just mentioned it because somebody said, well, I know you've been going live a lot more, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, that's because I'm laid off right now. And, oh, well, what's your PayPal? So every time that TNT does something stupid like this, right, I'm able to show the truth. I never asked for any of that money, but they gave it to me, and I was 100% grateful for it. People still PayPal me to this day, and I don't ask for it. And if they want to, sure, why not? But the idea is, it's not like I'm taking that money and paying my family's bills with it. You know what I'm saying? And then TNT put up this other website. It's been there for like 4 years. And this is the same website that she said on Marsha White Sharkey's panel and admitted that it was all fake. Except for argument with my sister. There's an argument there that I had with my sister when my mom passed away. And then my son was arrested for all that stuff. So TNT is a joke. That's what she is. You got to remember who you're dealing with here. If anybody wants to know how TNT really is, just ask Ben Ashworth when he comes live, and maybe he'll talk about how she, she called Ben. She doxed Ben's parents, Ben Ashworth's parents, his elderly parents, and she called there making threats. Is he on there?
No.
She called there making threats, and used my name. So, of course, Ben was furious, right? And he went on for a couple weeks about how he was going to call the law on me. And I kept telling Ben it wasn't me, dude. Ben, it was not me. He was also arguing with TNT at the time. I said, Ben, that wasn't me. And this went on for a couple months until Wendy and Diane did a live for me on my behalf, because we were on good terms. And TNT admitted that was her that called. Okay? So that's a fact. And now TNT's got her up there, or Diane's got her up there on the panel. He's got her up there on the panel. Right? This is who she has to defend her. But look it up. Look up Professional Maintenance of Dayton. And you can see when they went out of business. It was in November. And then, like I said, it took me a couple weeks to get another job. And my friends and community were kind enough to want to help me without me asking. And they did that. And I appreciate that. It's not like I have never come on here and said I need money for anything. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of friends of mine that I talk to on a daily basis. Every single day I talk to these ladies that know that I was out of work for 5 weeks here recently. I was out of work for 5 weeks because that company that I went to, Italian Global, they lost a bunch of Premier Health accounts, and that ended them up out of business. And if people in Ohio, the people that are in Ohio that know me, you go to Huber Heights back there behind BW3s out in Huber Heights, right across the street from Kroger's, and you can see Italian Global Services office there. And just look in the window. It's full of old supplies that they had to pull out of buildings and stuff like that because they lost those contracts. Yeah, and so I was out of work for 5 weeks, and they, my friends in the Discord, they wanted to help me out, and I was like, nah, that's okay, I'll be all right. I'll go back to work, and I picked up some temporary jobs and stuff like that, and I did fine. So, with TNT, they're trying to deflect from the fact that Diane is a scammer. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill the messengers at this point. Everybody knows that I did not come on and make a lie saying, oh my God, I've lost my job and blah, 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 blah. My wife's sitting right here. She'll tell you that I've been able to work and successfully, put money up to make sure that we're okay. And even during the Christmas time, when these people were asking me to put my PayPal in, I said, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm really good. And somebody said, well, what about Christmas? And I said, Christmas is fine. I had $2,000 put up for my kids. I told them this while they were sending me PayPal. They had $2,000 put up. And I kept telling them I was okay. I was okay. They wanted to help. They felt sorry. And when I came back and I told the amount that the community gave me, and I appreciated that. They were just being kind. It's not like I asked for it. It's not like I made a Christmas list and told everybody I was going to help some families out and then help my friend with it. Like TNT did. This is what Diane has resorted to. This is her spokesperson now. I mean, you might as well have Ted Bundy as your spokesperson. She is not a pillar in this community. This is a person who pulled a fake SWAT on herself and said that she was going to prove that it wasn't a fake SWAT. It was a domestic violence call is what it was. Okay? This is the same person that drove by my house taking pictures, right? And Diane wants to, the doxing needs to stop. 3 videos back. And what do? You got a doxer up there on the panel with you. All right? People, I have reverted from the behavior that I had before. TNT has not reverted from that. She was just doxing somebody last week when she put up their picture. That's a form of doxing, according to the community. So, and she said, TNT's made a statement like, I'll dox every one of you. I'll put you all on the dirty. This is Diane's spokesperson. How not guilty is Diane looking at this point? How desperate is Diane looking at this point? Y'all tell me about it. Much love. Much love.